Hi, I'm Kim, and today I'm going to take the hot water heater out of my RV. The hot water heater is a Atwood dual fuel gas and electric 6-gallon hot water heater. Here's the hot water heater in question. Behind this little so I'm going to have to remove all those screws around there. Take this thing out. First order of business is to turn off the gas. Make sure both tanks are off. Okay. Next thing to do is to drain this hot water tank. And to do that by opening this plug right there. So I'm going to do that. Alright, well, it's still draining a little bit, but it's mostly done. You can see I made a big puddle down here around my feet, which I didn't want to do, but I didn't have much choice since it's hard to get something in there to connect to that thing. Next deal is to remove the gas, which is right here. This is the gas line, and it'll have to be pushed back up into there. I'm going to save that little piece to cover that hole so the vermin don't get in there. Well, there was still some gas pressure on there, even though I turned off the tanks. And when I disconnected this, it was hissing a little bit. So, fair warning, don't be smoking a damn cigarette while you're doing this. There's not much. It's not doing anything now, but something to pay attention to. Next thing is to disconnect the piping inside. Now I'm going to disconnect the piping to the hot water heater, which is going to be fun because it's all down under there. There's the hot water heater. I got to disconnect those pipes, to disconnect the electrical. The reason you drain it first is because of this right here. See that? When I tried to disconnect this is some kind of a check valve, and they didn't think about ever having to take this hot water heater out when they installed all this pipe, so there was no union or anything on it. When I tried to disconnect it, it just broke, of course. Knew that was going to have to happen anyway, probably, but I probably would have, if I'd thought about it, I probably would, or I did think about it actually, just cut it here, and then you just have to replace the T as it is. I'm going to have to replace the check valve. But pipe is disconnected now, gas is disconnected. Now I'm going to go for the electrical. Try not to lose the little nuts. Maybe I'll just set them right up there. Got a pair of nuts to remove here, and then two on the bottom side. I'm not sure why this tank is leaking. It's an aluminum tank, which I thought is what I saw. And it ain't gonna corrode like a regular household water tank. Not sure what the deal is. There we are. Trying to get this around so you can see it. There's it's wired just like a house wiring job here. There's a ground and a neutral, and we're just gonna take that off, and somebody's put tape on this thing. To take that off, make sure the electrical is turned off. Don't make any mistakes in that department. If you're at all in doubt, go like that, and without touching the wires, and if it sparks, you know you've made an error. Be careful doing that too. Holy cow, the guy has really put that nut driver on. I mean that wire nut on there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, maybe there, yeah. Alright. Now I'm going to pull that wire back out through there. The easiest way to do that is to squeeze these wires. Squeeze these things here. Just pull the whole thing out. Gonna straighten the wires out. There. Now this part here will come out with the hot water heater. I'm just going to put one of them nuts back on there to hold it so they ain't floating around. Just like that. Now it's ready to come out from the outside. So here's an interesting deal. This fitting, this is the inlet or the outlet, I'm not sure which, to the hot water heater, and it must be lower than that drain on the outside, even though my trailer is pretty level, because that's the third of those cans that I have drained out of here. Made myself a nice little wet mess down here. So when you take this thing out, have something ready to catch that water right there. Okay, that lower fitting. Otherwise you're going to have a real mess on your hands. Okay, so the next thing is to remove all these screws around here, and this whole thing will just come out like that. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you want to watch me remove these screws or not, so I'll probably just turn this thing off. But that's what I'm going to do. Well, I've got all the screws removed all the way around, and I've taken a knife, just a utility knife, and run around like this all the way around so that break the putty seal. Now I have a putty knife. I'm going to use it to kind of pop the hot water heater loose from the side of the trailer. So I got it out of there. I took the insulation off of it. All this insulation is pretty much shot anyway. I think though, all in all, the doggone hot water heater is shot, so it's not too much of a deal about the insulation. Looks like right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a doggone hole in this tank right there, and that's gonna be a problem. So this thing's got some other issues as well. The I notice there's a bunch of fatigue cracks in this tin here, and you know how long, who knows how long it would last, even if I fix it, how long it'll last. So I'm gonna go hot water heater shopping. Anyway, I hope that was informative to you, and good luck. Thanks for watching.